Good afternoon, Multiverse, and welcome to another episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, General Manager Jerry Aldini, and joining me as always is the mouth that just won't quit, Michael Montoya.
I don't know the meaning of the word. How's it going today, Jerry?
And of course, as always, Pete McPherson.
Yo.
And what a day we have. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing time here in the multiverse. And when I mean amazing, I mean the C101 has wrapped up. That's right. We have reached the end of the road. And if you're not aware, people may not be aware. You're aware, Michael. You're aware, Pete. But for those who might not be aware, here is where we stand at the end of the C101.
Let's see those numbers.
It's pretty simple. Block A was won by none other than the former Flashbang heavyweight champion and former Warpgate hardcore champion, Ginger Boy. Block B was won by the Black Prince, Jack Abbott. You heard it right, folks. A tale as old as England, London versus Wales. It is the UK matchup, Ginger Boy versus Jack Andrews. And that'll happen in your main event next week. Next week at the C101 Culmination. But that is...
Get yourselves a cuppa for that one, boys. That's going to be a match for the ages.
Well, it
is. Be a whale of a time.
Don't make jokes. It's not your forte.
But,
thank you.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's, we have it's going to be a amazing night as so much else is going to happen. We're still kind of finessing the card. We know a couple of things that are going to happen next week. Next week, we'll showcase several wrestlers who were in the C101 doing things that they maybe couldn't have done before because, well, they were in the C101. But right now, instead, we have... we've made a different decision for today's episode of Warzone. There are a lot of wrestlers who have been patient, who have been biding their time to do things.
Absolutely chomping at the bit behind the curtain hanging over them that was this tournament.
So today, we're going to give the spotlight to wrestlers who were not in the C101, who were looking for their chance to shine forth, including your main event. Finally, Juan Chance gets his title shot for the Big Oof Championship against reigning champion Raphael Samson. And I just realized, I think I'm getting news from the sound truck. Apparently, there we go. I just realized the Phyllis has informed me that the sound wasn't playing, but that's fine. We now have music. More importantly, we need to go to ringside because we have we're starting today off with a gentleman who has a lot of duties here in MNW, but wants some mic time because he has a definite message for the locker room. So let's head down to ringside and hear from this illustrious gentleman.
Is it someone I respect? I sure hope it is.
It depends. Do you respect Seth Jackson? Because here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the leader of JIF, Seth Justice Jackson.
Hello, MNW. If you did not know, my name is Seth Justice Jackson. And I'm here to protect you and your family from all of the spookies, all of the creepies, and all of anyone who dresses up on Halloween and sneaks up behind you and steals your Snickers. I'm not bitter about anything. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot going on, a lot on my mind. Matches, investigation, the Toxic Wastelanders. However, wrestling has also been on my mind. We have been killing it recently in the tag division. Me and my partner, Istanbul, we have been killing it! Well, besides that one time I got killed over there by the steps, it really hurt. I forgot I could just get back in the ring. But anyway, my point is, Jiff is strong. But we want to be stronger. And the way we get stronger is by recruiting more members. And we are getting selective. So if you think you have the guts, if you think you have the gall to join, well, see me later today. Because Jiff may be a new team, may be a new faction, but it's gonna be better than anything else we got here. Istanbul's got the coffee, I got the pizza, and together we got the gall to go for gold, whether that be tag or those shiny new trios belts. But for that we would need a third. And I'm looking at you, I'm looking at the locker room back there, that's right. So get off your candy asses and bring yourself to Seth Jackson, because we're needing a new pal, and we're probably just going to hang out for a while before we, get into, anything serious. We got to suss that. And, well, yeah, that's about it.
Well, there you heard it. Seth Jackson announcing that Jiff is recruiting.
Well, hopefully
damn
nobody
Skippy
makes that mistake.
I mean, let's be honest. They provide an important service to Warzone in checking in on all supernatural and dare we say abnormal shenanigans that go on. But they are also a wrestling faction, and it sounds like Seth wants to expand their options into potential trios. The question is, who would fit with Jiff? I mean, you've got Jackson, you've got Istanbul. Is there a wrestler whose name starts with F that maybe wants to join? Or even an F, maybe
that's up to that locker room.
F nickname that would work out, or just has a joy of investigating the supernatural. It's so many possibilities. It's crazy.
Don't know who would throw away their career by teaming with that man besides Istanbul, but hey.
As he pointed out, Jiff, actually, their win-loss record is not bad. For a relatively new team, they're doing great.
Yeah, he did mention the loss against the Toxic Wastelanders, which was brutal.
Well, yeah, but it's also the Toxic Wastelanders. I mean, when you think about it.
Well, I think the people are hungry, Jerry, for some in-ring action.
I think they are. I mean, I'm just waiting on, I know that, Phyllis has been letting me know we're just making sure the next combatants are ready and up at the gorilla position. And it sounds like they are, so I think you're right. I think you're right, Michael. I think it's time to go for our first match. We're going to start the day out with some tag team action. I hope you're ready.
I am absolutely ready.
All right.
So down to the ring.
Our opening match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Absolute Unit.
So we're kicking off with the units, who are one of the teams. Everyone is looking to position themselves in the tag division, because now that the C101's over, it is legitimately time for somebody to potentially go after Shoot Nation's belts. Now, folks, just so you understand, the tag team, this is one of our trios, but this match will feature Absolute Washington and TJ the Mint Gable in action. Forrest is coming out supporting his team. Forrest will be participating in a singles match later on in the show. And his opponent...
Surprising appearance that's going to be.
Well, his opponent will be none other than Wilson.
Oh, that...
So, but right now, coming out to support his teammates in their efforts. But yes, he's one of the people that challenged Wilson, and the brass decided that he could get the shot.
And let's throw it over to our ring announcer.
And introducing their opponents. They are Legion.
We haven't seen these guys for quite a bit. And last time we did, they were in a bit of social turmoil, I guess you'd say.
A bit. I mean, ever since they dropped Cain and then essentially got their asses kicked by Cain and his new mentor, XR Kun, a little disarray. And also had to take some time off while Earl King teamed up with the Cartel on Flashbang to go after the Trios championships. That didn't go so well for Cartel in that tournament, and so the Earl King is now back, and he and Louis McDonald will be facing off against the Absolute Units with Trice at ringside.
I predicted that this would go well for them. See, I knew it's just a rough start, you know? Everybody has that rough start, Jerry, and I think this team is going to shine. They definitely have a shot at those tag belts.
Well, it's possible. I mean, no decisions have been made even to how we will determine who the next tag contenders will be made. But now that Shoot Nation's back, we have several people to choose from. This, by the way, not our only tag match today.
Well, you know all about that Earl King West, and as the kids say, he be trifling.
That's, I don't know that that's what they say, but okay.
They do say that. Heard my niece say it the other day. Trifling, he be trifling. He be capping.
Are you sure that she wasn't saying tiefling? Rapture Newroad will be in action later today, after all.
Okay, stop. Don't say that word on broadcast or he just shows up.
He's scheduled for in fact, he's in the next match.
I'm not even going to look at it because if it's penciled in, I'm going to be upset. All right.
Well, meanwhile, TJ the Mint Gable starting out against the Earl King.
And we're off.
TJ coming out with a strong shoulder block.
Yeah, that shoulder check just knocking Faye for a loop, stomping on the hand.
I mean, you do not take Earl King West lightly. So you have to take especially there. Look.
Oh, see that immediate reversal there. Try to get him locked in for a DDT, some sort of suplex, maybe got the head under the arm, and Earl King West just immediately reversed it. Look at that power.
I mean, let's be honest. And there's the quick tag to Louis McDonald. Louis McDonald and Earl King West, I mean, they ascribe to the philosophy of the legend Jesse the Body Ventura. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Absolutely. And that's why they're going to do so well in this tag division. Like, mark my words, Jerry, they are going to be dominant.
Well, you say that, but now tagging in is Absolute Washington.
Growing pains, Jerry.
But a reversal by Louis reversal again by Washington. They're going back and forth. It looks, I'm getting the feel that Legion and the units are fairly evenly matched.
Yeah, their technical prowess is going head-to-head. No man coming up short so far. A good knife-edge chop there to the chest of Louis McDonald. Absolute Washington keeping him in the corner there. Oh, reversal, that reverse DDT.
It was well scouted, and a kick. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming in late, we're giving all of the C101 wrestlers the week off. They've been busy the last 9 weeks. And it's a chance for people not in the C101 to shine. Starting off with these two teams, boy, would either one
into that. Ooh.
Either one would love to be the team to challenge for Shoot Nation's Unified Tag Team Championship. Oh, did you see that? Louis McDonald was able to stand up after a hard blow from the former boxer TJ the Mint Gable. But not after that hammer strike.
That one.
Oh, headbutt you.
Gets himself up into the corner, uses the ropes there.
Oh, and a knockdown, right? That was a good headbutt. I wonder if TJ's been watching Reacher on Amazon. Oh, what's Louis standing up for? Louis setting up for something.
Could have been a Dagrik influence, I think, also.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You have to think that TJ the Mint Gable is going to be a lot more aggressive after that, you know? He's going to use that technical and boxing prowess that he's always had, but I think now he's going to go at it with a different attitude, Jerry?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, but right now, it looks, and there's Mint getting out of the ring. That's good ring awareness. Gives a moment to regroup against McDonald.
This is not great tag team wrestling by McDonald. He does not want to be in that corner. This is not where McDonald wants to be. He wants to take it back to that center and see if he can get TJ the Mint Gable back into his corner, the danger zone for him. And that's exactly what he does. Look at that.
Well, it's working to get him into the red corner.
Stuck him in the red corner, taking a moment to collect himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated that evolution didn't work as well earlier.
Going to tag out to his more fresh partner, Earl King West.
I mean, at this point, that's good strategy.
Earl King West, of course, never at a loss for words. Up and power slam.
And whipping up, and there's, a quick dodge by the Mint.
Reversal. That was some rope-a-dope if I've ever seen some.
It was needed, and Earl King is now in the wrong part of town.
Back into the blue corner, Earl King West with some worry on his face. Oh, the lower back.
Just carrying him around like a baby, and we've been seeing those backbreakers. How powerful is the Mint?
He lifts, I can tell you that much, Jerry. Oh, what a forearm shot.
Okay, well, now he lifts, and now he gets... there was the Kahalis lock, and now, only a 2 count.
Kahalis lock into that waistlock suplex. A shot to the back. See those feet wrapped up for those Muay Thai kicks. Kickboxing.
And now
to the corner,
sitting there I would have tagged in Absolute Washington at that point, but I guess he's not done with the Earl King.
Yeah, trying to soften him up more maybe before you get that tag team offense in.
And now he decides it's time to bring in Washington. Oh, Washington, no, bad,
Washington didn't see him.
Move.
He got back up. Washington,
I guess not. I thought it was going to be a taunt to body.
Oh, no, Earl King reverses it.
He does reverse, but at least Washington didn't pay for the taunt.
He's paying for it a little bit now with that leg across the chest, but goes for that jawbreaker.
And a sit-down power bomb. Now going for the cover. 1, 2,
Both
but
tag team
Louis there
partners
to
and
break
Louis
up.
McDonald breaks it up. Oh my God, that drop kick to the back of the head of Louis McDonald.
I mean, chaos in the ring.
The absolute units, they got plenty of power, but you can't underestimate that speed of Absolute Washington. We got him going for a pin. Barely a 1 count.
Excellent work being exhibited by all wrestlers. This is a hell of a match, gentlemen.
Excellent match. So
1,
far. Oh, King West.
2, and a kick out by Washington.
A little bit more worn out. Getting that 2 count, working him down. He did the mid cables, getting back in, doing his partner a disservice here. The ref's not paying attention. Oh! That delayed vertical suplex into the cover.
2, but a breakup by TJ. Louis was coming in to offer some assistance and I guess thought better of it.
Yep, they both stop that. Oh, look at that. Look at that high collar suplex. Oh, grabs it again.
And again.
Oh my God. 2 of those high collar suplexes in a row.
And now
stringing his legs up on the rope. Look at him.
Tagging in Louis.
This would be the time to get in some of that patented aggressive offense.
And again, a tequila. Everyone's doing a tequila sunrise these days. Oh, and Washington kicks him off.
It's effective if your partner in the dance doesn't have powerful.
Oh, right.
And gives you a big buster like that straight onto the mat.
Now what's Washington planning? Oh, leg drop.
Oh,
that is the low down leg drop, Michael, if you were not aware.
yeah, no, he gets that body weight on it. It's going for the thigh, so that's going to be
Now,
more centralized area.
Into the red corner goes Washington. Uppercut by McDonald.
Let that European uppercut.
Now he's just
Knock
talking
Washington for a
smack.
loop.
Oh, and he gets
Oh.
kicked in the head for it.
Washington was waiting for his moment. That flying overhand right. Did you see that, Jerry?
Earl King begging for a tag. Washington doing a great job keeping the ring. Oh, he's going uptown. He's going uptown. Let's get froggy.
Oh, that frog splash. That was all upper body. That was a well-executed
2.
frog splash.
Break up by the Earl King. Washington's pissed off, but he's just going to
King
take it out
too
on
slippery.
Louis some more. Oh, right.
Oh, now going for the tag. There it is.
Got the hot tag, so now oh, drop kick by the Earl King.
Very hot tag to Earl King. Clothesline. Oh, reversal there. Oh, good knife hand chop. Knocking absolute is back onto the ring. Oh.
And going for the pinfall. 1, 2,
2.
and a kick out. 2.5.
What a high octane match for you. What an opener.
And now Earl King. Oh, what's he planning here?
That delayed vertical suplex. That's what's fun. All the blood rushing to the head.
Going for the 1, 2. Broke up by TJ.
Louis McDonald taking a moment to rest, perhaps at the wrong time. Could have maybe secured that pin.
But now Washington all by himself. Louis knocks TJ out of the ring, nowhere to be seen. Washington's going to have to work over the Earl King at least, until TJ's back in action.
Snapping him forward from the neck now, giving him a stomp.
Oh, I think we're going to see it again. Yep, low down leg drop. Going for that
Low
cover.
down is right.
1, 2. Oh, I almost said 3. Almost said 3.
That was a 2.99.
Drop kick to the back again. And TJ's back in action. The unit's at full strength. Oh, I think it's going to happen. I think he liked it so much, he's going to do it again, Michael.
Very nice
Frog
frog
splash.
splash. There it is.
All right, and now he's
going
going
chest
one,
on chest.
Two. And a breakup at the last minute by Louis. Oh, and a knee in the face from Absolute Washington.
Question is, are Louis and Errol King West really the animals you want to corner?
Well, I don't know, but good move by Absolute, knowing that the best thing he could do at this moment is get TJ back in, but the ref is dead.
The ref is, he's been knocked down.
Well, he's regenerating. It's okay.
Dead.
He's back up.
Only mostly dead.
Regenerating.
Oh
my God!
Over the knee, returning those knee breakers earlier is Earl King West, bringing him into the center of the ring. What's he planning? Oh, what are we gonna have? What's happening? What's he planning? Whipping him into the corner. Louis is still out. Earl King on his own.
Lariat.
Hearns and Paler on the mint. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by TJ the Mint Gable.
What did I tell you about cornering these animals?
Okay,
they're going to kick up the offense now. Here it comes.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wrath of the Goblin King.
Wrath of the Goblin King locked in. Look at that. Look at that cover.
Break up by Washington.
Louis McDonald still going after Washington. Gave him a hit. Washington returning the favor.
I think Louis may regret that decision.
Oh my God. The pile up. Absolute pile up of bodies in the ring.
Washington threw Louis McDonald at Earl King West.
That was amazing.
As Aiden Xero would say, people are weapons.
People are absolutely weapons. Earl King is knocked flat
3!
on his ass.
The units win!
And your winner, the Absolute Unit.
What a showing from the units.
That's it. The units have made a statement. They want those belts. Now the question is, will this momentum carry through for Forrest the Fortress Wade in his matchup later on against Wilson?
Well, if you're a man with pectorals like that, you got to be riding high all the time. I mean, look at the Fortress.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I do. I understand the words you are saying, but still, I mean, Wilson's not a... In fact, tweeting out on social media about that upcoming match, we are hearing from Wilson saying, 2 things are certain in life, death and taxes. I'll make sure former is closer to the former. So, looks like as they were heading back, that Forrest read that tweet and responded. Wilson never push a good man to their limit. Good men will become the scariest monsters when you do. Remember, demons run when a good man goes to war. So
I feel like that's from something, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, that's just you'll figure out who later.
Okay.
Just in the meantime, it's fine. It's fine. In the meantime, we name checked somebody earlier, and he's coming to ring with all this tag team action going on. There's somebody else who has something to say. So you know what? We're going to go to ringside. As we hear from the cyberpunk prodigy himself, Aiden Xero. Yo, what's up? Okay, I'll need you all to shut the fuck up and listen to what I'm gonna say, because this is really important. And yeah, I know I was in C101. I'm supposed to be taking the day off, and you know what? Fuck you. That's all I got to say on that part. But I got a particular fuck you. Yeah. Because Shoot Nation, You're a bunch of bitches. I said it. You know what, Abbott? You knew you were out of the tournament. You knew that your C101 dream was over. So when you and I had our match, what'd you do? You hit me with a sledgehammer. You made sure I wasn't at my best, so that when Ginger Bitch and I got in the ring, I couldn't get the job done. And he gets to be in this culmination match with Jack Andrews. Yeah, it's messed up. But more importantly, I saw how you, Abbott, and you, Devin, behaved in the C101, and yeah, that was some bitch ass tactics right there. So you know what I'm thinking? I know everyone's like, oh, we're jockeying for positions for the tag team championships. That's nice, and I don't care, and I'll deal with the Three Kings later. But for right now, Shoot Nation, I don't care. 1-on-1, 2-on-1, tag team. Maybe you'll find a buddy and come on and take all the high voltage. I don't care what combination it is. I want your asses in the ring. Yep, you heard me. Because, you can run, you can hide. You already lost. You're already done. You can't beat me. Don't even dream. But, you can do two things. You can run like the pussies you are, or you can face me. Anytime, any place, I'm ready. Hey, let's do it backstage. I don't care. Let me know what you think. Bye. So,
Cyberpunk Prodigy poking a bear. Not a bear you want to poke, I think.
I wouldn't want to. Well, you know what? It's Aiden Xero. I mean, taking on people he should be leaving alone. I mean, it's not the first time.
It's part of just don't get any ideas in your head, Jerry. I don't want you going out there trying to wrestle someone and having a hernia.
Look, I'm just saying he's issued some challenges, and I am the general manager. I can make some decisions. I got to think. It's interesting. Yeah. Meanwhile, as we get ready for our next match. So as mentioned earlier, later on in our program, Forrest the Fortress Wade will be taking on Wilson. And a lot of this comes from the fact that Wilson left out a promo about what happened once we had revealed to us how VIP managed to get control over Maximilian Thunderthighs. But several people challenged Wilson after he told them to stay out of VIP's business, because when you tell people to stay out of your business, a lot of people will just step up and go, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. No, when you tell children to do one thing, they do the other.
Yeah, fair. Well, so Forrest was one of the people who went, yeah, no, screw you. But you know who else said, yeah, no, screw you? One Rapture Newroad, who we're about to see in action. But first, let's hear from Rapture and in his take on this whole situation.
Please try it, because if you do, you'll be faced with me. And my desire to victimize the roster has been at an all-time high. If you don't believe me, look at Papusa. Look at the mascot! If you get in my way, I will not hesitate to do the same to you. This is your only warning. Stay out of my way.
You say that like it should mean something to me, Wilson. Like I'm not used to overwhelming odds. Lucy hasn't forgotten. I will fight you. Azir, the Doctor, Beef, Suplex Sam, or even Max, if it means I can free him from these shackles. If there's one thing you all should know about me by now, I don't give up on my friends. Bring your best, bring your worst, Wilson, because the end result is going to be the same. I'll be standing over you, looking just as broken and pitiful as when I took the big oof title off of you. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
So there you have it. Rapture Newroad was one of the people would like a shot at Wilson, but that current shot's going to Forrest. Rapture has another match he's got to deal with here. But really quickly, tweeting out on social media is Beowulf. Never antagonize people and expect people to not want to kick your head in. That's wise words from Beowulf. By the way, Michael.
Yes.
About a couple weeks ago, Beowulf issued an open challenge to anyone on the roster to face him in a hardcore match.
Why are you telling me this? You expecting me to volunteer?
No, I just want to let you know somebody stepped up, and we're going to see that match today.
Oh.
Beowulf issued an open challenge. Someone's accepted, so Beowulf will be appearing in hardcore action later on in the program. But in the meantime, let's go down to ringside and see who Mr. Newroad drew as today's opponent.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Rapture Newroad.
And here he is, the mentor of Dungeons and Destiny, the everyone's favorite tiefling. Because let's face it, their other choice is the thief.
My second favorite tiefling.
So there you go. It's Rapture Newroad, a veteran of MNW, and he hasn't had a lot of. I mean, he actually was another of the Warzone wrestlers participating in the trios tournament over on Flashbang, along with the rest of D&D. But now he is back home here on Warzone. And let's see who he gets to face.
And introducing their opponent, it's gotta be Cain.
It's gotta be Cain. There he is.
Cain being accompanied at ringside by his mentor, Xero Kun.
Absolutely.
Xero Kun has reported that Cain is doing excellent in his Sith training, but he needs more experience, more chances to focus his rage. And as it was pointed out when requesting this match, Xero Kun said, "And who's more annoying than Rapture Newroad?"
He does have a point there.
So this is what we have. It's Cain. Cain, who actually, since he took on the apprenticeship under Xero Kun, he's been having a really good record. He's been on a hell of a roll.
Oh God, there goes the budget. And why did my cell phone bars drop to like 1 whenever that happens? I don't know the science behind that, but it's weird.
Yeah, you know what? We didn't have to pay for a thing. That was the Force.
Oh, sweet dear God. Okay. Let's start this match before he has any time to use any more Force powers.
Well, we're off, and Rapture Newroad deciding the best thing he can do is come out strong against the Sith apprentice.
Taking him to his knees, then hitting him with that Rana. Ooh. What a reversal of that.
And here he comes. He's currently working over Cain. I mean, a lot of aggression coming out from the tiefling. Maybe he knows it's best not to to give the Sith apprentice a chance. But here comes Cain, master of 8,602 moves.
And you can see there his master looking on very intently.
Oh, and now Rapture powering out, punching his way.
Look at behind the neck hammerlock, getting out of that.
You know, this is all part of Cain's training. Cain, of course, has a goal.
Running the ropes up and over twice there by the Tiefling. Oh, back elbow attempt reversed.
And reversed again by Cain.
That drop kick not finding its mark.
They are just reversing each other like it is going back and forth.
Strike on the back of the head, and oh my God, what was that?
I think that was some kind of over-the-back bulldog.
Absolutely shoulder checked his head into the belt, into the ropes. Ooh, good lariat there by Cain, stomping the lower back.
Now he's flipping Rapture over.
Now that this match has started, it definitely has got to be Cain. It can't be anyone else.
You know, Cain, let's be honest, Cain was never the gentlest of opponents, but he has a new aggression since his tutelage began. All with one focus, and that is... Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. Rapture's up top. Tiefling gonna fly.
That is bump kiss if you're hit from the top rope.
Oh, and Cain throws him off.
What a Matrix-like dodge that was.
I mean, high risk. Yeah, we say high risk, high reward. When the risk doesn't pay off, it hurts.
Yeah, if the risk doesn't pay off, you're eating a face full of rubber mat.
And just a 1 count for Rapture. Trying to keep Cain down. Again, not a bad strategy. And whipped him to the ropes.
Do you think passion has set him free yet? Are his bonds broken? What step do you think he's at?
I think he's at... Fuck you, that's why.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely right. As he plants the face of Rapture Newroad into the mat. Strong right hands there.
And now... Oh, this isn't looking good. Yeah, this is going to be... Number 309! Move number 309. Now he's got a 1, 2 count after number 309.
Taking this match quickly. Went in for the kill right there, didn't he?
Oh, and a jawbreaker. You know, I got to imagine horns make a jaw. Oh, and a standing bulldog. I was going to say, do you think a jawbreaker hurts more when the person delivering it has horns?
Oh, absolutely, because those horns are going to dig right in your
kick out by
cheekbones.
Cain.
That's not going to break your jaw. That's going to break your face.
And now... Oh, I think he was going for the enrapturing slam, but countered by Cain.
Yeah, that leg kick straight to the thigh.
And an innovative side Russian leg sweep, and the Tiefling is down. I repeat, we have a Tiefling down. And now I think Cain is doing something with the Force.
Yeah.
He's not projecting it at Rapture, so it's not illegal. It's not something Seth Jackson will get involved with. Oh, no.
If it's internally focused, I don't believe that counts as interfering.
Oh, here it comes.
Kano! Oh, my God.
Kano on Rapture Newroad. 1, 2, 3.
And your winner, Cain.
And Rapture's pissed.
Stopped in his tracks. He's pissed off. This was supposed to be his moment to prove something to Wilson. Oh my God, Rapture!
And Cain is going, good, Rapture, good. Let your anger flow.
Anger flowing through Rapture Newroad right now.
I mean, that's wow. But in another way, and look at Xero just nodding his head in approval.
He's got to be feeling that anger, feeding off of those emotions.
Well, all I know is this:
despicable people.
Cain, Xero, I'm sure, could not be happier with his apprentice's performance. Cain scoring another victory, working towards that ultimate goal, which, as we all know, ultimately Cain wants to take out Dr. Grimm. Doesn't even really care about the rest of the murder cave. He just wants Grimm.
That's a scary opponent to want to line up for yourself.
Oh, it
Could
is.
be a mistake. Could lead to glory. Either way, someone's getting hurt.
It could, yeah. Well, in the meantime, there's a lot going on. You know, a lot's been speculated about what exactly is going on with Cloud9. Well, we got a lot going on, but first off, let's hear this message now. We tried to place a phone call to Ignacio Cervantes, who has recently joined Cloud9. So let's hear. We recorded that call. Let's hear what happened when we tried to call Ignacio.
They have a compound.
You have reached the voicemail box of Ignacio Cervantes. If this is uncly, press 5 so that you don't nickel and dime your own business plans. If this is lock-in, press 4 as we have much room in our faction. If this is Mr. Briscoe County Butler, press 3 so that people can take you serious about anime and fighting. Seriously, why do you not bring up Hajime no Ippo, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, and Baki Hanma? If you'd like to leave a message, stay on the line or press the pound key.
We hung up.
He said a lot of words that I don't understand.
That's why we hung up.
What's a Baki Hanma?
I think.
That
You know what? This is not the only question that's been going on about what's been happening with Cloud9. In fact, somebody else has questions, and he has requested some mic time. So, yeah, we should get down to
some people attempting to look into it.
Before we do, apparently there is a response from Mr. Butler, who's saying, well, if I did bring them up, I wouldn't get the pronunciation of those were Hajime
no
wrong,
Ippo.
and would understand that Lost Paradise was a video game.
Hajime no Ippo.
Okay, thank you. I don't know. You know what? Let's go down to ringside, because as I said, somebody else, as we are here in our today our C101 rest break, as it was. Let's hear from somebody who really has an interesting position on all this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Defunct's former tag team partner, DJ Millzner.
Hey, party people. I've been, touring around a little bit. Just trying to, get things dope and playing some shows in prog rock venues, playing some milk bars, doing my thing. Spinning those records, helping people have a good time. But while I've been gone, something's been going on back there with my friend, Defunct. I have no clue what the hell has gotten into you, man. What the Great Bull, Cloud9, all of you're gathering people together, you're treating people like garbage. What's wrong with you, brother? Like, you good? We were tag champs back in the day, we were good friends. Things were great. But now you started messing with people, poaching young prospects, and just acting like an overall weirdo. And I need to know what's up with you. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what's wrong. What have you been smoking? Did you hit your head?
Well, here he is, the leader of Cloud9. It's Defunk.
Looks like Millzner's getting what he wanted.
Yeah, and maybe he may regret. You know, it's anyone who knows who's been watching Defunk these last. Brace yourselves. All I can say.
DJ Millzner, my soul brother, I've missed you, man. How was your tour? I hope it was awesome dropping those sick beats. Baby, I gotta tell you, while I've been gone, things have been cream for the funky one. I am the Grandmaster at Cloud9, and let me tell you, things are looking groovy.
You know, before you start calling yourself the Grandmaster of Cloud9 and all this crap, you're the Grandmaster of some pretty sick, funky beats you feature on some of those records that I spin. You are part of the reason why people come to my shows, and you're part of the reason why people come here. So why are you acting like this, my guy?
Because I'm one with the funk, and the funk is with me, Millsy baby. I have been enlightened into the ways of the great bull. I have learned the lessons that he imparts. The ways to the enlightenment, the way to the top of the heap. And they are taking me straight to Cloud9, baby. That's what it is.
Well, not to sound like a broken record, but you sound very much like a broken record. We don't know what any of this means, man. I don't know what any of this means. It's not funky. It's not groovy. It's just weird. It's like music from Aberdeen, Washington today. Sure, it was great back in the 90s, early 2000s. Now it's just weird.
Hey, baby. Sometimes you gotta go retro to go promo. So, what about this, babies? Why don't you come and see it? Why don't you come and join me? There's all kinds of room on Cloud9. Well, the boys could use an experienced hand. Look at you, babies. You're one of the most storied wrestlers in this company.
Yeah, I'm that way because I had you with me. But I don't think I'm looking at the Defunk I knew. I'm not looking at that fun-loving dude, that CD spitting, that record jamming. No, you're different, man. And I don't know what you want to prove to me here. Can you explain it at least a little?
I want to show you the joys of being a winner, baby. Oh, I mean, you won the only official Royal Rumble. You won the Wish Upon a Brawl. And now I see the way to win the big ones. You've never had the big gold. Would you like it? I think we can do something with that. You are so amazing. Join us.
Maybe this requires further discussion, man. As tempting as that is, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you out, man. And if that means taking you to a place to get help, or just having a sit-down talk with a friend about all this crap.
Oh, I love talking. Don't you know? I talk all the time, babies. But I don't need help. I'm not in distress, Millsy babies. I'm enlightened. I'm on the top of the game. Oh, it is amazing. You should try it sometime. We on Cloud9 have seen the light and the ways. So why don't you come on over and we'll see how it goes.
I don't know.
I don't know what to think either, Jerry.
I mean, we've I hear words.
Defunk definitely says words that means something. I think.
Possibly.
McPherson, you got any Do you speak funky?
I don't dig it.
Well, and neither does Constantinople, tweeting out, "I have gazed upon the horrors of the warp," and they still make more sense than what comes out of Funk's mouth. Okay, so that's a thing that has happened.
Huh.
Well, in the meantime, there's still... You know what? One of the things that our Funky One has been having going on, a bit of a rivalry with Blood Money. He originally approached Nakano Kirishima, who got hired by Uncle Dunk, and then there's been going back. I feel like that still is an issue somewhere, but in the meantime, speaking of Uncle Dunk, we have a message from Mr. Top Hat himself, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Uncle Dunk.
Ah, beautiful. It's nice to see that all of my hard work has paid off. All I had to do was put a hospital on the verge of bankruptcy and become an irredeemable scumbag to get the recognition I deserve. You're welcome for my greatness, MNW, and these Nexes will not be left to rot. But I'm not here to gloat entirely, for I actually have demands about recent events. To the mindless apes who run this company, note that the C-101 is over, there is a serious issue that must be addressed. You see, before Jack Abbott would go on to humiliate himself in the C-101, Blood Money soundly defeated him and the Outlaws in a triple tag team match. I believed I tapped him out myself, as a matter of fact. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Uncle, Blood Money recently lost against High Voltage. Well, you classless simpleton, you know what no other tag team has done as of late? Defeat the current reigning tag team champions. As such, I request, no, demand, that Blood Money receives a tag team match to strip the belts off of Shoot Nation's waist and give it to a group who truly earned it. My pedigree in the tag team career should speak for itself of my credentials. I'll leave you to it, gentlemen. Make the smart choice.
You with that, plus the man's got money.
I mean, that's a thing. You know what? We do have to get this tag team situation figured out. We've got so many people going up for contention. We absolutely have to work it out. There's a lot we got to work out. We got to work out that. I still got to... Oh, by the way, Outlaws. Yeah, I'm looking at you, CGR Killer and Theron Eldrazi. We got some stuff that's got to happen and be taken care of, and don't think I've forgotten about you. You know what? Let's get through the C-101, and then I'm going to deal with all of that. After next week, and the culmination of the C-101, we're going to get it all sorted out.
You also going to sort out that weirdo you hired? Really merciless asshole? That guy?
Oh, you mean Injustice Jake? Well, Jake is on retainer.
I don't like that because I don't know where he is. Can you tell me where he is at least so I can avoid him?
That's adorable. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Carcharodon says, to be perfectly clear, when people look at what's under my mask, either their heads explode or they go insane. The mad ramblings of the latter make more sense than what I'm hearing from Funk. And then in responding to Uncle Dunk, we have former tag team champion Gorewheel saying, pedigree? Who needs that? And then finally tweeting out, we have R. Sawyer saying, I would like Sir Uncle Dunk that both me and my Robro defeated you and Sir McCheese to become tag champs. How's that pedigree looking? Yeah, you see, there's just, it's the jockeying position. It's got to figure it out. You know, I'm going to have a sit down with the brass. We'll get it all worked out. In the meantime, you know what we have going on right this very moment, Michael? We got a match. Beowulf issued an open challenge for a hardcore match, in part to prove that he might be a worthy contender for Dagrik's Warpgate Hardcore Championship. So let's go to ringside right now and see who answered his open challenge.
The following is our Extreme Rules match. Introducing first,
I think the microphone on our ring announcer cut out, but it's Beowulf, folks.
The legend.
He is the myth incarnate, the legend made flesh. And he is issued an open challenge. This man also the winner of the 2021 Rookie of the Year award at the Nexus. So, coming off of that height, he has decided it's time to take his career to the next level and acquire some gold. And he feels he would be a great contender for the Warpgate Hardcore Championship. But first he needs to, as he feels, prove himself in hardcore action. So let's see who he's facing.
You're going to need an opponent, absolutely.
He is.
Bring it down to our ring announcer once again.
And introducing their opponent, Power Surge.
What an opponent to answer the call, Jerry. Power Surge.
I mean, Power Surge has been, shall we say, disgruntled of late. He is definitely not getting along with his tag team partner, Bart Ender. I mean, they won their last match thanks to Power Surge. And then as they were leaving the arena, he was flipping off Bart. So he's got a monster chip on his shoulder, and I guess a hardcore match could give him just the venue to get it out of his system. Plus, a victory here against the Rookie of the Year would look great on his record.
Well, let's see what this rookie does.
And they're off. Oh, and immediately Power Surge doing a side Russian leg sweep and getting immediately to his feet. That was impressive.
Remember, folks, the only rule here is you got to pin your opponent in the ring. Everything else is fair game.
That's true. The ref is just there to count pins and check submissions.
What a petty slap there from Power Surge.
I mean,
just lording that experience over the rookie, it seems.
It could be, but again, he has been unhappy of late. Oh, Hurricanrana takedown by Power Surge, only to get him a leg sweep from the Rookie of the Year. Now, gut wrench suplex.
Yeah, the legend with that gut wrench suplex. Very good upper body strength shown there. Oh my God, what a scoop slam.
And now, bring him up again. Is he going to do it again?
Another gut wrench.
Yeah!
Another gut wrench. Woo-hoo. Yeah, no, that's your lower back and side. That's putting all of the weight on a very tender part of your body.
Just a one count, a little early in the match for that. I mean, it hasn't gone beyond what a normal match would have so far.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it hardcore to just drop a man on the ground and then pin him like that. People a show, Beowulf.
How about that neck breaker? Is that hardcore?
That's more like it.
Now just raining elbows on Power Surge.
Those ribs got to be feeling that on Power Surge.
Beowulf,
I believe, with the size and strength advantage at this point, Power Surge needs to get control of the pace of this match if he wants a chance at winning.
And now, whipped it into the ropes, and whatever Power Surge was planning didn't go off, and now he's out of the ring. Now,
Beowulf is a deceptively large opponent. People forget he's a big guy.
He's a big guy. And elbow. And now they're in no man's land. There is no count out. They can stay outside as long as they want.
Let's see who sticks their hand under that scarlet ring apron first. First to draw blood, first to send someone through a table. So exciting in this.
Just throwing him down. Now what's he doing? Off the apron.
Ooh. Straight off that LED screen, his chin hit that 90-degree corner. That's gotta be rough.
And up and
Ooh!
That was the death stroke, by the way.
Death stroke onto the floor. That would make anyone's spine go stiff. Oh! Power Surge just barely gets out of the way. Setting with this
sit-down power bomb on the. Those mats, those mats don't provide a lot. They're just there so you don't get cut up.
Yeah, no, they're there so any debris left on that concrete floor doesn't cut you up.
And now the Hawkshaw.
Oh, look at that.
He tapped. Oh, my God. Already?
God. He ground his face into the mat.
That's great, but you know what?
Not inside the ring.
He's not inside the ring. That tap means nothing. Other than Beowulf hurt him real bad.
Other than, Power Surge just got alpha'd real hard. Yeah, that's got to take a hit to your machismo. Tapping out right in front of the fans, making eye contact with the people, and you tap, might I say, like a bitch. Oh, my God, that reversal.
Well, I think Power Surge is pissed now.
He should be.
Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media is Depth Charge. Let's go, Power Surge. Defeat this myth and begin to write your own legend.
Does he have a phone? Because he has the big old gloves on, right? Can he even see a phone screen? He has the...
I don't ask these questions. I learned not to ask these questions back when Pete and I were doing Firing Line.
I'm a journalist. I need that. Oh my God, drop kick. What I say, the pace of the match up to this high-octane level, that's going to favor Power Surge off the top.
Yep. Power Surge beginning to take charge. And as he going up top.
High-flying maneuvers once again, folks. You love to see it.
And what's this going to be? I think he was planning a lightning strike. But
it just turned into a senton, it seems. Senton.
I think it had to do because of it went to a circuit breaker, which is his diving cannonball senton.
Was that a choke bomb? I think that was a choke bomb.
I think you're right. And now he's going for the pin.
He's got his comeback, folks. Let's see if he can secure the victory.
2. Apparently, we're hearing from Kelly. It's happy hour at Omega Pub.
Oh, absolutely. Omega Pub going wild.
And the social media is going nuts on this match. McMorgan's tweeting out, now this is a good fight. Again, McMorgan, a mainstay in the hardcore division. And going for pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out by Power Surge. And Gorewheel saying, don't you dare lose, Sparky. Otherwise, I will never let you live this down, no matter our past history. I don't want to know. Hurricane Run a takedown by Power Surge.
Is that a reference to the Nakama days of old? I'm guessing that's what that was.
Yeah, they both actually were inducted into Nakama Worldwide at the same time.
Ooh.
Okay, that was the Power Surge by Power Surge. And a 2 count.
Kicked out of the power surge.
Kicked out of the power surge, but it's still not enough to bring down the Legend Incarnate.
No, that's such a rough finisher to take. That's such a horrible move to have inflicted upon you. That spins you around. You forget which direction is up.
Looks like he was going for a super kick, countered by Beowulf. Kicking him in the, looks like the thigh in response. Beowulf throwing him into the corner and whipping him into the other corner. And an uppercut.
Not going well. Back elbow.
Power surges down. Oh, no. Look out.
Beowulf charging up for something here.
He is. It looks like he is paying him up to the Midnight Run.
Midnight Run and done. Let's see it here, folks. 2.
Oh, 2. No. Power surge is not giving up.
Both these men just wailing on each other, both inside and out of the ring. Beowulf with, I think, the psychological advantage here, and another gut-wrench suplex. He has a frustrated opponent in the ring, an opponent that he already made tap on the outside, might I add.
He did, but it was on the outside, and this is the fall is only counting the ring. So even, now he's going for a pinfall. 1, 2. Yeah, if this was a Falls Count Anywhere match, it would already be over.
You smell Cajun food? Never mind.
I don't want to get into it.
Oh, up and over the top ropes. Beowulf going to the outside now.
Oh, headbutt!
I think just because of the size and strength advantage here, Beowulf has advantage on the outside.
Again, he could have been
an atomic drop.
You know, I've been watching Reacher on Amazon, and I think a lot of our wrestlers might be going, yeah, headbutts, they're good.
Yeah, I guess they work.
I mean, back in my day, you occasionally have the only person who really used headbutts was a guy named Tanu.
Do you think he's
what's Power Surge setting up for? And he's doing the Power Surge on the outside and busted.
Oh my God!
Beowulf is busted open.
Dragging his face along those rubber mats, that's opened up a cut on the forehead.
And again, that disrespectful slap. And, backbreaker.
You think that's why he wears that mask, because you can't see him bleed?
Well, that and he has come down without it.
Oh, and a clubbing blow.
Looks like he's
on the outside.
Oh, all right. Leg DDT.
That's gonna. He absolutely just drug his face across those rubber mats.
Well, again, the mats are only out there to make sure you don't get lacerated by the floor from the outside. That's it. Oh.
That absolutely could have broken Power Surge's nose and now his back, folks. Ooh, good stiff right hand.
I mean, again, this is a hardcore match. No count out, no disqualifications.
Taking him over to the steel steps.
Off the steel steps, perfectly legal. And now, now what's he waiting for? Picking him up.
Setting up a striking combination, picking him up.
No.
Oh,
and
did you see his arm pinged off the ring apron?
And that was the FTB.
The FTB, folks.
And
Power Surge getting some shots in.
Power Surge getting it back in the ring because you can only win this one in the ring. Power Surge feeling
taunting here.
You know, he was feeling something, but not to be. Oh, looks like Beowulf was setting up for something, and Power Surge got out of the ring. Considering how things have been going outside the ring, this may or may not be a great decision. I'm surprised, considering it's a hardcore match. No one has brought out any weaponry yet.
I think they're way too focused on just beating the crap out of each other to even think about beating the crap out of each other efficiently.
Yeah, mostly they've been just taking advantage of the fact there's no countouts.
They're dropping the knees across the face of Beowulf. His Power Surge. Great move there and an arm drag.
And an uppercut by the myth-made flesh. Going for the pinfall again. 1, 2.
Power surge for a loop and only a 2 count.
Surge.
Power surge has a lot to make up for in this match.
He does. And
face off the buckle. Oh, and another gut wrench suplex.
Looks like it.
Power surge make much more of this.
And now Power Surge Beowulf soaking in the adulation of the crowd.
A lot of people cheering for our Rookie of the Year.
And he got him down. Corner lariat. Again, going for...
Reverses that, but then the pump kick is successful. What a powerful pump kick.
1, 2... Kick out at 2. And look, okay, what's he going for? Is he going for another?
Like I'm getting deja vu here.
Yep.
With how he gets rocked with kicks.
He's going for a 3rd power surge.
Deja vu once again, another power surge.
Is this going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Power surge takes it.
The legend dies in the ring, folks.
And your winner, Power Surge.
And Beowulf feeling the bloodlust.
And our poor ref.
That's the 2nd time he's been knocked on his ass tonight by a wrestler.
3rd, actually.
It's not been a good night for him.
Oh, we might want to give him a bonus.
Well, I mean, I think some people are also... There was still, I mean... It was a little hinky last week with what happened during the match with Zacko Duo. I don't know if you saw that.
I caught glimpses. Yeah.
It's possible. And meanwhile, but Gorewheel seemed to like it, tweeting out, now that's the power surge I remember. Well, in the meantime, so we heard a little bit earlier from Uncle Dunk, but apparently that wasn't all that Blood Money had to say this week. We actually now are going to go hear from Uncle Dunk and his associate, Mr. Butler.
Mr. Butler, how are the latest profits doing?
Well, let's see. A few months ago, we made some acquisitions that have since been subsidized.
Well, let's hear the numbers then.
Abstergo Industries. Numbers are holding steady and seem to be improving. It helps that we got rid of all those nutjobs who kept babbling about Templars and those who came before.
Oh my, they're still around?
You know them?
They tried to recruit me into funding the stupid order a long time ago. Moving on.
Burgershot and Cluck and Bell are holding steady despite the constant drive-bys happening every day.
Well, what do you expect from cesspits like Liberty City and Los Santos?
Good point. Fazbear Entertainment.
We seriously bought that walking safety hazard?
Honestly, I just picked it because even I wouldn't wish what happened to me last year to happen to anyone else.
Good point. I can see where you're coming from.
Excuse me, sir, but this just came in the mail.
Kaiba Corp.
Oh, good! They must have sent their response!
To what?
Let's just say I saw you reading Yu-Gi-Oh! The other day, and saw that Kaiba Boy has quite a few skeletons in his closet that would probably land him behind bars if they were ever brought before a grand jury. So I decided to make him an offer he couldn't refuse.
How did I not think of that before?
Well, what does it say?
I think we just made the acquisition of a lifetime.
Excellent! We'll keep him on as president, but we'll need someone to keep him on a short leash. Can't have a dog running loose after all.
Oh. This is just too good to pass up. Let me handle that, boss. I've got someone in mind who would love to have Kaiba on a leash. Joey Wheeler, How would you like to exact some well-deserved karma?
Mr. Unkley, sir, isn't blackmailing a company's president against the law?
Screw the rules! I have blood money!
Okay.
Blood Money has been playing a children's card game.
No, I don't ask. You know, this is the multiverse. You get used to this after a while.
You think Uncle Dunk tried to play Pot of Greed in a tournament?
Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Sasquatch Wing, this one now wonder if Grendel was just Sasquatch that got on Beowulf's bad side. History always written by the humans. This one would have liked to hear Grendel's side. I mean, you know. Meanwhile, all right, we're gonna go to ringside. There's been a lot of insanity, shall we say, going on, and we got to get it all straightened out.
I think we need a little reminder of some safe business practices.
Well, we're gonna hear. All I know is when Human Resources wants a microphone, who am I to deny them?
Yeah, is this a safety briefing? It's going to tell me to be careful with scissors.
You know what? Just, ladies and gentlemen, it's Registered Anon. Hello, Multiverse. Hello, everyone. I'm your Human Resources representative, Registered Anon, and I have an important message that I have to tell you. There's been a lot of concerns going around about one of our employees, Mr. Maximilian Thunder Thighs. And I have some news. Did you all know that the multiversal Nexus is situated in Vancouver, Canada? British Columbia, did you know that? That means that a lot of outside issues are covered by Canadian law. And a certain mass vigilante came and visited me in the night, which I actually found kind of nice. And he informed me of an obscure rule about healthcare facilities in a country with socialized medicine. Cuckoo. Did you know that a healthcare organization cannot be run by an organization with members from other universes? Cuckoo. That's right. Turns out that both Uncle Dunk and VIP's ownership of that children's hospital is illegal under Canadian law. Being a responsible human resources individual, I immediately responded by calling the authorities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know this, but across the multiverse, there is one law enforcement agency feared above all else. No one. No one wants to face the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. They will take you down politely, and they will take you down forever. So they have, as this show has been going on, raiding the hospital and throwing out members who've been employed by VIP. That hospital is now run by the Canadian government.
Damn you, socialism!
So, wait a minute. That means VIP
that means has
no
lost
longer
their leverage.
Has any control over the, I believe it was called the St. Uncle Dunk's Children's Hospital?
But
that means,
damn you, socialized medicine.
Hang on, I'm working out the math here. It's the Royal. So, first off, I've always known that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police is not a joke.
Oh no, they are not.
No, they are not. And I mean, I grew up near the Canadian border. You know, the where you knew the Canadian Mounties always got their men. So I'm just
I don't know much about Canadians.
I'm just trying to hang on a second. I'm looking. There's a this leads to some possibilities. I'm just trying to find one thing here. Bear with me, folks.
You know, I got stopped by a Mountie once for jaywalking. It was terrifying.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. So apparently there was a post. Apparently it is not registering on our social media post because it's just laughter. It's just ha 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 ha. Signed, Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
I'm gonna send a quick text message to the VI Pharaoh.
So yeah, in the meantime, there is yeah, that it's and social media is just blowing up over this. First off, we have a tweet from Kelly. Hey, Mega, make sure you have the bribe money for the Mounties to keep up the pub. It's not a bribe. Just they want you to be official. I wouldn't bribe a Mountie. I would never bribe a Mountie. But Mega Blitz X himself is tweeting out petition to change change petition to Sir Thunder Thighs Hospital. Actually, technically, Maximilian Thunder Thighs is also from a different multiverse, from a different universe.
Naming rights are different from ownership, right? So that it is a public building, so that petition could have some weight.
I don't know. Then we have tweeting out what's Max going to do with this info. I wonder. Feels like an utter pigeon to me from Constantinople. And then, of course, Carcharodon. And people laughed at me for getting on the Mountie's good size. Pays to own a few high-class restaurants they're regulars at. And Mr. Butler pointing out, well, actually, Kelly AFU, why is he calling the Japanese Brooklyn high schooler? Oh, that's back to the Uncle Dunk promo. And then, of course, you've got Sir Straw Hat pointing out, or I'm sorry, Mr. Butler pointing out, don't look at us, Anon. We lost the thing back at Multimedia. True, it's just the current ownership. This is clearly blowing up. It is huge breaking news.
Wrestling has boiled over into a world event, Jerry.
What is this going to mean for so much? I mean, this has been... Meanwhile, we still have in-ring action we got to get. I could keep following this. You know, we'll get to some of the social media posts later. We got to get back to the wrestling. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? We got tag team action we got to go to. Let's head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Three Kings.
And there you have it. Hey, look, it's the Bell Brothers, Strongman and Flyboy.
What a unique pair of brothers lucha. Plenty of brothers in the luchador world. These two stand out the most amongst them all here on Multiverse Nexus Wrestling.
Well, it's true. And with their friend Ginger Boy, they form the Three Kings.
And introducing their opponents.
Oh, boy.
The main event match.
Our Sawyer. Look at that man, poised and ready to strike, and look at the big hunk of metal to his left.
That's true. It's absolute malice. So this is, again, a lot of questions around those tag belts, but this also just has to do with the fact that, let's be honest, if Ginger Boy wins the Culmination. There's a good there's a good chance the belt he's going after is the Multiverse Heavyweight Championship of one Zacho Duo. So we could be seeing a lot of interaction between Meme and the Kings.
Do you think this is going to be sending some sort of message? It's got to be, right?
It could be, or it could just be, you've got two top dogs, and they got friends. This is wrestling. Factions going to meet. And the Bell Brothers not even exiting the ring while Meme does their entrance.
Yeah, I think there's a message being sent here today. I think Meme is trying to tell them to maybe back off, the Three Kings to back off their boy, but it's obviously not working.
I mean, it's possible, but we've got so much. Oh, this is just this could be good. I mean, let's face it. You've got two top teams, and no matter what, this is going to be a hell of a match.
They were facing off, their ref having to separate these two teams even before it begins, as those two got in each other's face.
There we go, and off the bat, Strongman Bell knocking down Malice. By the way, there is a social media tweet I feel I have to put, and that's from the Black Prince Jack Andrews, who's whistling and walks amongst the crowd saying, "Hello, Warzone."
Why is he here?
Because he'll be in our main event next week during the Seal 101 Culmination.
Yeah, but he didn't have. Did someone check his ticket? Does he have tickets?
He does. Well, he's an MNW wrestler. So you know what? He has a perfect right to be here. As Strongman Bell throws. How many people? I think you can count on one hand the people that can just throw Malice around.
Strongman Bell is one of them. It's in his name.
I mean, he is a strong man. And now, I thought he was going to tap in his brother. He is tapping in. Here comes Flyboy. And Flyboy decides to take a moment to soak it up with the crowd. That might be a mistake. Yep, that was a mistake.
Oh. German from the top by Malice.
You gotta pay attention to your surroundings at all times.
You don't want to take a superplex from a bot.
And now, our Sawyer versus Flyboy, former Multiverse Heavyweight Champion versus former Tag Team Champion. Of course, the tag belts have adorned Sawyer's waist as well.
Trying to reverse that size disparity on the other side of this matchup here. Our Sawyer now taking on Strongman Bell. And a power bomb.
Yep. And it's meanwhile, apparently Kelly tweeting out, Jack Andrews, how do you like those seats I got you?
Well, there it is.
There it is. Yep. Meanwhile, Strongman taking on Sawyer. Sawyer reversing.
You know, you wouldn't let me bring my dog to the last pay-per-view. Why does everyone else get to just come and sit down by ringside, huh?
Okay, we'll have it. We'll go over the rules about pets in the workplace again later. Meanwhile, sit down power bomb by Strongman.
A stomp to the back of the head to capitalize on that. Put the period on the end of that sentence, if you will. And another.
And now he is whipping him out of the ring.
Strongman Bell definitely taking influence from recent developments in the world of wrestling, showing off a symphony of his own with those power bombs, but now taking him to the outside. Our Sawyer is not done.
Not even a little bit.
Garroting him there with his arm.
And,
ooh.
Ouch.
Planting the back of Strongman Bell, the big man himself, onto the floor.
Yeah.
However, continuing his count.
However, unlike our last match, this is not a hardcore match. There is a count out. Strongman coming in, tagging in his
Good hip
brother.
toss. Trying to take advantage of the fatigue that must have caused.
I mean, they're actually doing a really good job of cutting off the ring on R. Sawyer, not allowing him to get a tag to Malice.
Another stomp to the back there. The Bell Brothers in sync as usual, as per always.
Arm drag, flip over.
Decimating the back and upper body of R. Sawyer so far in this match, playing the tag team game superbly, I might say.
And now going up top where he's most comfortable off of Brett's rope. Just staring at R. Sawyer. I don't think R. Sawyer's quite in the position he wants him in yet. And he decides, oh, what the heck.
Oh, nope.
Whipping him back into the blue corner. And a knee strike.
He suspected something, but R. Sawyer ended up getting the better of that battle of the wits. He was ready to reverse that. Went for the surprise roll-up and a step-up enziguri.
Thing is, Sawyer... Oh, I think Sawyer should have gone for the tag while he was over there. Instead, he let... Now Flyboy got the
chance, and with the running bulldog, takes control back from in this. Oh!
Lariat from hell.
Catch of the pump kick. Yep, and reversed by that lariat. Here comes the big man, the big bot. Malice. Up!
Oh!
Suplex into a brain buster! My God!
I think that's about it for well, yep, there we go. Oh no, what are you planning, Flyboy?
What is he going? The Flyboy. Okay.
So much. That could have been so much worse.
That absolutely could have been worse. It's taking
and
him
again,
on to feed out the energy of the crowd.
Talking to the crowd.
You can't do that with Malice in the ring, Flyboy.
No, because then that happens.
Suplex. And you're getting, about what, 500 pounds of bot slamming down on your head?
You know, I don't want to calculate. Oh, he's bringing
who is calculating.
This in it. Here
Malice.
We go.
He's calculating
Mega
the velocity.
Buster. That's a Mega Buster
on his head on a shoulder.
Oh, I think this is in it. Yep. Blue screen. Oh, you couldn't get the blue screen locked in.
Because once that blue screen is locked in, that's got to be night-night. That's got to be night-night.
And another running bulldog. Yeah, absolutely. Flyboy understood the danger he was in and very quickly got out of that. Because that would have been it. The match would have been over. Meme would have won.
A little tied up. Here is Malice cranking back on those joints. A very good place to target on these bots. Kick to the leg. Kick to the body. Kick to the body once again. Just an absolute flurry of these karate kicks. And one that scrapes him right across the chin.
Going for the pinfall. One, two, and
two. Oh, no.
Only a one count. And then Sawyer knew it. He didn't even bother trying to break up. He knew better. Oh, drop kick.
Yeah, I think Malice needs to send an error report.
Oh, two.
God.
Oh!
And your winners, the Bell Brothers.
Flyboy Bell, what a showcase.
The Bell Brothers are in sync.
Down.
Three Kings Ascendant. They win this match. Ginger Boy won Block A of the C101.
Not just the three kings of MNW. I think these two are definitely the kings of Lucha in our day and age right now. What a historic team.
The Kings, and I know Zach O'Du is going to hate hearing this, but the Kings are coming up aces. That was some amazing wrestling.
Absolutely, just an absolute just showcase of tag team skill.
It was. Now, we got a couple things we got to go to. First off, so we heard from Sasquatch Wing during that match about the hospital situation. good, then children are safe. But then, so after that we had all that laughter from Max. And he's saying, I don't know who contacted the Prime Minister, and I don't care. Thank you. And to Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. President, thank you. We're now even. Ho ho.
I don't like Canadian politics.
And after that match, tweeting out R. Sawyer, back to the workshop for more calibrations.
That's the scary thing about meme, isn't it? Every match, they're tuning and calibrating, and you have to think that one day, one of those bots is going to become the perfect wrestler, and I don't think some of our competitors are looking forward to that.
That's going to be a rough day. So, well, you know what it is now? We actually, there was a bit of audio. I'm getting told before we should have probably played before that match, but after all that with R. Sawyer, and you're talking about calibrations, let's actually hear something that happened with R. Sawyer earlier this week.
You found Bison Blackwell.
Wait, Blackwell, as in...
No relation to Kevin Blackwell, but yeah, this is Bison Blackwell of the Inquisition, member of the Death Watch of the Adeptus Astartes. Last I knew, he was on Flashbang. What's he doing buried here?
Wait, I thought this was just some armor.
You did check he was in the armor, right?
I mean, I might have?
You did check, right? Oh, sweet merciful Gladys, give me the neurotoxin now. We are so dead.
I mean, look, why don't we just lift the helmet and look underneath?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just be back here. Back here. Giving you distance.
Sawyer, hey, bud, you're walking out of the hole there.
Nope, not risking it. You want to say hello to Sister Sonata? Be back here.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Huh. Well, I'll be damned. It's empty.
Oh, thanks, Showdown, for that.
So I take it we can't make much use of this?
You're kidding me. There are lots more people in the arena that would freak out if they saw this armor. Bison Blackwell was the one who killed Tycoon. And when I say killed, I mean next snap and is literally sipping Team of Spectre Sonata on a permanent non-living basis. But if Bison has left his armor here and fucked off somewhere else, maybe we can take it apart? Maybe I can upgrade Malice? He's supposed to be fighting Gorm sometime soon-ish.
Well, you take what you need. Maybe I can sell or reuse this thing. Who knows?
Sounds fair. Hey, Maris. How soon can you get here at top speed?
Yeah. Maybe we should talk to some sponsors.
Let
the sponsors talk.
No, hang on, give me a minute. It hurts. We got one more thing before our ad break.
Okay.
I have so much. You know what? We have one more thing to go to in the ring before we take our scheduled ad break. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting over this. So much has been going off in the hardcore division. There's a certain vested individual who would like to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warpgate Hardcore Champion, Dagrik.
Looks like I have a few people in the back that I need to address. You kiddos back there need to calm down and think about what you're doing for just a moment. I may be hardcore, I may get my head bashed in, but I can think still. You can still think. McMorgan, Beowulf, Sam, and even you, storyteller. You all want a shot, you all want a piece. But I need you to think about what the hardcore division is, what it means to me. I need you to show me more. More than this piddly little matches where you're gonna take each other to the outside and put on holds. All this silly, piddly little dribble. The hardcore division is about showing that you have guts to take steel to the face, to eat the floor every day, and to get back up, look your opponent in the eye, smile and say, "Sir, I would like some more." And then you get more, and you get more, and I'll give you more. I would give any of you more than you can handle at this point. I don't think any of you are ready. I think you all need to look at each other and say, can I take more? Can I take Sam? Can I take McMorgan? Can I take someone like Beowulf? I know I can, because I've faced some of you. I know I can, because I've seen some of you work in your hardcore matches. Some of you have not done enough to impress me. So once again, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to declare, fuck it, a royal decree, give me more. I have not seen enough yet. I have not seen enough hardcore attitude. I have not seen enough blood. I have not seen enough sweat, and I have not seen enough tears.
Well, there you have it from the Dagrik, your Warpgate hardcore champion. He wants to see more. He wants somebody to actually impress him. I guess he feels that these hardcore matches haven't been up to the level he expects. I mean, let's be honest. Michael, he put on an absolute classic match. 2, one against Laid High Rolled,
Absolutely.
and another against the member of Absolute Units, Forrest the Fortress, or no, I'm sorry, TJ the Mint Gable.
Yeah, that was the Mint Gable. Absolutely. Both of those matches were incredibly violent, incredibly hard hitting.
Yeah.
He seems a little disappointed in the division currently.
A little bit. Meanwhile, we've got, rather cheekily coming out. It's not. The thing isn't working. Pete, can you check the social media feed? Rapture Newroad said something, but it's not showing up on the screen.
All right, are we? We're looking at the floor thing.
Yeah, the floor thing. You know what? Let's go ahead and take our commercial break, and we'll come back to all of this in a little bit. So, folks, we're going to take a break, and when we get back, more post C101. Well, rest break C101 action. We'll talk to you in a few.
Are you having trouble up there? Can't seem to keep it up in form? Does no amount of gel or jelly seem to even keep it stiff? Well, have no fear, because Absolute Hair Care is here. Absolute Hair Care is a service dedicated to ensure that you have a quality and style that makes you look not only great, but also looks good even when you get pile-driven in the ring. With a vast assortment of gels, putty sprays, shoes, shampoos, and conditioners, we'll guarantee you'll have the freshest dew in the multiverse. We cater to Yakiniku Party, Blue Dandy, Go Wheel, Raphael Samson, the founder himself, Absolute Washington, and even people like Trash Man.
Name redacted.
We even have live testimonies from the judge of MNW himself, Raphael Samson.
Lo, as the Lord is my witness, I'm amazed at how soft
and how strong my mane has become, similar to the days of old, when my namesake, Samson, proved his strength with his locks to all those around him. So I too prove the power of my hair, by keeping it from damage done by inadequate salon products, and being brought headfirst into the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. To get your appointment, call 1-800-ABSOLUTE today. We eagerly await your call. And remember, can't return to your roots? Get absolute.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you could show up to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
Hello, I am Burnout Vaughn. I am here to spread awareness of drinking responsibly and promoting MNW's Help Them Kids program, created by HR. As someone who partakes in a bit of the bubbly myself and a history of over-drinking on numerous occasions, I believe I'm the perfect role model to not follow when it comes to drinking. Seriously, who's dumb enough to look up to my drunk ass? When drinking, know your limits. It's fun to drink sometimes. It's not fun to drink to the point where you lose your memory of the night before and somehow end up on the rooftop of one of your fellow employees' townhouses. Wait, why does that sound familiar? When drinking, take note of the alcohol content of the beverage you are partaking in. 6 beers is not the same as 6 jars of Krokvar's homemade bathtub moonshine. Well, of course it's not. That's the point. Finally, I would like to address alcoholism. If you or a loved one suffers from alcoholism and you are drinking, stop it. Get some help. We at MNW want to see all of our fans living healthy lives and living said lives to the fullest. And if you're gonna drink, at least do it at our damn pub where we can cut you off. Jeez, support small businesses, you fuck. Drinking should be a fun exercise, and by drinking responsibly, you can achieve that. This has been Burnout Vaughn, and thank you for your time.
Okay, holy shit. Is he gone? He's out the building. Okay, he did a fucking burnout in the parking lot. Holy shit, that guy's insane. This has been a paid announcement from the HR department of MNW. May God rest your soul.
I'm sure bored with all these tablets and iPhones occupying my attention all the time. Isn't there something to catch my dwindling attention span in these modern times?
Max damage!
Holy gee willikers, it's Maximilian Thunderthighs!
That's right, children. Maximilian Thunderthighs showing you my newest creation, the Maximilian Action Doll.
Wait, don't you mean action figure?
With the Maximilian Action Doll, you can create your favorite scenes from the adventures of Maximilian Thunderthighs, like Max versus Gore Wheel, or Maximilian in the Grand Battle, or Maximilian versus Wilson, Son of Will.
Is that a fucking recorder, Max?
So stop on by the MNW shop today to collect your very own Maximilian Action Doll.
Warning, this product is not yet tested and may come alive and start doing musicals in the middle of the night, causing symptoms like excessive singing and sausage fingers.
And we are back, folks. Oh, it's just been crazy.
It has been absolutely insane today.
This day, it's. I thought we'd have a break after the C101, but it's. So meanwhile, after that comment from Dagrik, we have Rapture Newroad tweeting out, "Eat the floor." Something tells me Dagrik has a lot of fiber in his diet. And from Kelly tweeting out, well, boys, looking at Omega Club, I want to take a shot at him. Dagrik just kind of opened the doors. I mean, Gorewheel said, challenge accepted. Oh, it's not going to get easier trying to figure out who's going to face him. It's going to get harder, isn't it?
It is absolutely going to get harder.
Also, tweeting out on social media is a Carnival. Poor Soy. Lost against the Luchas. Well, back to the workshop you go. Speaking of the workshop, got the Sandman. Hey, Sarge, did you find his weapons? I'll pay good money for it. No, I don't. We got rid of the Inquisition, folks. They showed up a couple times on Flashbang and then they were gone, and that's a good thing. Do not bring Space Marine shenanigans back into this wrestling. Oh, why do you do this to me?
Remember your breathing exercises, Joe. Breathing exercises.
I am calm. I am light. Also tweeting out on social media, Vince Smoke Sanjay, who is still recuperating, but nonetheless says, I'm calling out the man, not the coward known as the Allfather Arkolf. Arkolf, I once thought that you were a wise man, but you attacked me with a chair, which is fine. I could take it hits. But you hit a defenseless old man in Dr. Caliban. That's something I won't take lying down. You messed up, Arkolf. You messed up big time. And it's time to meet your end. What's interesting, that tweet comes out because we're going to be seeing the Murder Cave here in action coming up next, facing returning superstars, something we haven't seen in quite a while.
Oh, you better get ready, folks.
Yeah, and with that, you know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's head down to ringside.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Deus Pulp!
Wait! Deus Pulp is returning for the first time.
Deus Pulp is returning just to get bowled over by the Murder Cave.
They were just coming out. I was just going to announce the return of Deus Pulp, and Grizzly Adams and Chaz Lee are attacking. Chaz Lee, who won the Nexi this year for biggest swerve with his betrayal of High Voltage and joining the Murder Cave.
Oh my God.
And now he and Grizzly Adams are murdering Sir Malervik. And we haven't seen Sir Malervik in over a year.
He came back to bask in the glow of MNW, of you people, and look at this. Oh my God, just absolutely driven into the ramp, and he's bleeding. Malervik is bleeding.
This is where? And of course, they haven't made it to the ring yet, so this is not an official match in any way, how, shape, or form.
Citra King holding his own as far as he can. The veteran just doing what he can to stay up in this. Chaz Lee throwing him up towards the ramp.
I think Citric's out. And now Malervik is laid out. Oh no, and Chaz and Deus Pulp are knocked out. And now Chaz Lee is just casually sauntering to the ring.
Oh no,
And now the Murder Cave just murdered Deus Pulp.
What a match. What a way to return. What a travesty, to be honest with you.
That's great. Wait a minute. What? I'm getting Phyllis is... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, well, get a camera crew out there and then run. Don't go into my office. Remember what happened last time. Just run.
All right,
we're going to backstage, where Dr. Grimm is assaulting Sir McCheese.
Oh no!
Sir McCheese, who used to be in, Sir Malervik was a member of the Republic with Sir McCheese for a while. I think he was going out to help his friend and instead ran afoul of Dr. Grimm.
What is the murder cave planning, Jerry? What's this for? What's this all for? What is the end goal here?
I don't know. I mean, first there's whatever is going on between Grimm and Caliban, and now you've got, I think this was just a flex by the murder cave. They were scheduled for a match. Instead, they just assassinated their opponents.
That German suplex is like slammed against that locker. They're going to kill each other, Jerry. And they're going to kill each other.
Well, this is Dr. Grimm taking on the person who's considered like the goodest boy, the purest member of our roster.
Oh my God! Sir McCheese's head just battered against that hard case.
And now, I mean, McCheese, good on him. He's getting some licks in. Oh, I mean, he is the Gouda boy.
He's getting those licks in. Oh, straight into our World Wildlife Foundation box that we have back there.
Stay out of my office. All right. Oh, no. Great.
Oh,
you know, in this case, I don't blame security. I wouldn't want to face this either.
Getting the hell out of the way. Some young lion just ran the heck out of there. I would too.
Now just McCheese doing his best, fighting off against the mad scientist Dr. Grimm.
We do share office space with the Meat Channel. Sorry, they left their
Raw,
their
and now
equipment
I think TJ the Mint Gable saw that, went, nope, I want no part of this. After his great
got that
victory
out of there
early. Oh, jawbreaker
on a man put a dent in the helmet
and a neck breaker.
Oh my God!
Oh, and I think McCheese is out. McCheese is out.
Oh God, I hope he's not dead in there.
Hopefully we can get some medical staff to him.
Phyllis, you're all good, but we need medical to the back. Oh no. Oh.
So, meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, you have Sandman. You will not tell me you do not want the bolter, Jerry. I don't want it in my arena. Is what I am saying, Sandman. I remember the Inquisition era. I'm more concerned they found the armor empty. Where is Bison Blackwell? That's what I want to know.
Oh boy.
And meanwhile, looks like Cain just was looking at the feed and realized, damn it, let me in, let me in. But apparently Dr. Grimm is already vacant. We don't know. He just ran. It's not even he ran off. He vanished. There was a light, and then he was gone.
God.
So, and we have our Sawyer. Wait, Vinsmoke teamed up with the janitor, so we know who our cult is aiming at. I mean, possibly. I don't know if we can even figure out. I mean, the murder cave is. I don't know. And then Maximilian Thunderthighs addressing. What, you're upset, Uncle, over what's happened to McCheese? What are you going to do? Buy out the murder cave? Apparently, there was something going on that wasn't in the direct feed. Uncle Dunk backstage. Remember, Uncle Dunk still is very fond of his former tag partner.
They have parted ways. They have completely different ways of thinking about the world, but he still has that fondness for his tag partner. As you said, they're.
I mean, and you've still got, after that vicious assault, Vinsmoke is not yet cleared for wrestling. We're still waiting on word on the condition of Dr. Caliban. It's a mess, and the murder cave is going crazy. You know what? We just need to get our. I didn't think this next match would be a relief, but we're going to ringside. As we said earlier, Forrest the Fortress Wade was not participating in that earlier match because he's got another match, and it's time. Let's head down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Absolute Units, Forrest the Fortress Wait.
Jerry, you remember who his opponent is, right?
I do know who his opponent is.
You remember what you booked, right, Jerry? Whatever happens, this is on you for letting this happen. As a general manager, this is on you.
All I will say is several people stepped up asking for this match. I picked the person I felt could handle it the best.
You gonna let our locker room throw themselves off a bridge, Jerry?
In the end, we're a wrestling company. You can't back down from physical challenges. You'll know once you get a chance to actually get some in-ring action yourself.
This is not a physical challenge. The man he's coming up against, the man who's about to be announced, has become a terrifying force of nature.
And introducing their opponent, representing VIP, it's Wilson.
I cannot emphasize how disturbing it is that he has foregone ring music. He's coming down and he doesn't care. He as he put it, I don't need the flash.
Absolutely, he absolutely doesn't care. I was in catering earlier today, and he was just staring daggers at me, and he wasn't even eating anything.
And the two of you used to be friends.
We did. We went on vacation together. That's why I'm terrified. I saw him burn down a house with someone in it. I can't stress that. What this man has become is not good.
I agree, but and maybe it was a Pavlovian response when he told everyone to stay out of his way. A bunch of people stepped up and immediately slapping the fortress. I mean, there's a massive size difference between these two.
A capuchin monkey that's pissed off enough is still going to rip your lips off your face, Jerry. Doesn't matter the size, it matters the mental state that Wilson's in.
I mean, good point. While trading out on social media, Maximum Thunder Size, I can say this unhinged now from VIP's clause. Let me put this out there, Wilson. Keep it in the ring, and Forrest, give him one for me.
It is out of the ring. It is already out of the ring.
So I guess that's also the official declaration of independence.
That was a big ol' FU
of Max. Meanwhile, this.
Sending him back to the inside.
Let's be honest. There's a brutal efficiency that is now part of Wilson's wrestling style that I don't think he had before.
Absolutely no wasted motion, but the strength of Forrest the Fortress, that's going to prevail at least 9 times out of 10, especially, look at that man's arms.
It's hard to take a big man like that down. Meanwhile, Kelly tweeting out towards Wilson, bruh.
Huh. Fortress just stomping on the head of Wilson, trying to keep him down on the ground. And, ooh!
Yeah, and now going for a pinfall. One, and just one.
Rough heads on there.
And, Forrest doing some taunting behind Wilson.
Slingshot into the corner.
Back
elbow followed up by a step-up Enziguri there.
You gotta be impressed when a big man does an Enziguri.
Absolutely. Getting both those feet off the ground like that is very impressive.
It's strange because with Forrest, we got Forrest. We could call him Wade. We can call him the Fortress. With Wilson, it's
the Taxman.
The Taxman and Wilson, it's just Wilson. He's just Wilson.
No longer son of Will. No longer work rate. Just Wilson.
Just Wilson.
This is. It's not about that prestige anymore. That it's just about the violence for him.
Yep. And reversal by the Fortress as a timed tweet comes out from his account. I haven't forgotten what you did to Mama. It just doesn't guide my thinking. All right.
Yeah, a reference back to when the Beef and Wilson Yeah.
Oh, wait, roll up by Wilson, and the Fortress breaks out. Yeah, the Fortress spent a pretty penny on a home security system for his mother.
Yeah, especially after what VIP did.
She's a nice woman.
But
she sent me some peach cobbler once. It was really good. All right, Wilson now just working over the head of the Fortress. Oh, and
no,
neck breaker.
I apologize if I'm at a loss for words, Jerry. This is just particularly painful for me.
I understand it's hard when you've been close to someone when you realize they're not who you thought they were.
It's so surprising. I had no clue that Wilson was an asshole. How was I supposed to know?
I get it. I had that in my day with I used to wrestle with a guy called the Iron Dragon. Thought I knew him. And then one day he snapped, started coming out as under the new name Angel Dust Jones. And it was just chaos from there.
I didn't mean asshole. I meant different. I meant you got serious about wrestling, and I understand that now, and I apologize for my previous statement.
That's fair. It's okay. Meanwhile, kick out by Wilson. And just wailing off. I mean, that was nothing.
Staggering right hand.
It was just a brutal punch. No finesse, no nothing. Just a punishing blow.
Just rocked his jaw. No, Wilson.
Wilson just, I mean, let's face it, that's just screw your neck.
Yeah, forearms across the chest and neck.
And Wilson is now bleeding.
It's not slowing him down any.
No.
Oh, headbutt to the lower back. Oh my God, that's...
You know, Wilson used to get really upset when anything happened to his face. Now just nothing. He's cold. He's calculating. He's just working.
No.
He's working Wade's neck.
The neck and back. You don't think he's trying to paralyze him, do you? I don't want to think that. Okay, the Wade coming back. Good belly to belly.
And 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And a kick, and now what is the Fortress going? Well, leg sweep by Wilson.
He's not going after anything after that leg sweep. Wilson taking a shot across the chest, and oh my God, a spine buster from Wilson.
1, 2.
Targeting that neck, the lower back, and now he's trying to paralyze him, Jerry.
I mean, after what happened,
to end his career.
After what happened in that special sponsored match, I didn't put anything past him. I'm not mentioning specifics in deference to Mr. Butler.
Force still in control, though. Still that power advantage serving him well. Getting Wilson up.
And nice
that
German suplex.
Driving his head into the ring apron. And a gut buster followed up by another senton.
And now just slapping the taste out of his mouth. But reversed by Wilson.
Reversed by Wilson, planting the head of Force the Fortress onto those rubber mats.
Throwing the Taxman back in the ring.
Stomp to the middle of the back there, still working over that spine.
Oh, what's he planning? What a
diabolical target. Wilson. Oh no.
Oh!
Gut-style pile driver! No!
2. That's it.
And your winner, Wilson.
And just utterly brutal. There was a couple times he was acting a little like the old Wilson, but I think that was just mind games.
He was luring him in. He got him close. He got off that kick and then into that brutal gut-style proud. My God.
It's just this is not the Wilson we used to see. And social media blew up during that match. Kelly tweeting out, wait a second, it's been almost 2 months. There should be hair growing back. Is he intentionally shaving his head every night? I think he is. This is not the same man.
If you don't have hair on your head, that's one less place an opponent can grab you. He's traded in his fancy, if not like a little more stiff gear, for stuff that looks like it was made to move in. And
yeah, I mean, there's no frills, there's no nothing. This is just a brutal fighting machine where once was a jovial jester, now exists an engine of destruction. Sasquatch Wing tweeting out, Wilson now just taking out frustration on, with Children's Hospital safe, Wilson have no goal, no purpose, nothing guard, he just mad dog now. I think the hospital was just I think Wilson has a new means, and it's just punishing the roster. Even though there's no reason to go after him anymore to protect Max, there's still a lot of people that called him out.
I would like to implore the locker room, please do not continue calling out this man. It's not worth it.
And we have, as soon as he got backstage, I guess he's doing all right. Forrest T. Wade tweeting out, ha ha, ow, ha ha, ow, ow. Max, I would have words with you. Well, we still have so much to get through. So first off, before we get into our main event, and folks, it is main event time, we have a couple things to cover. First and foremost, Pete, Michael, you guys like the C101, right?
Sure. It was a lot of fun. That was a great tournament.
And last week was great, but there were some cheeky moments. And to address certain moments, especially certain very controversial moments, let's now hear from the Multiverse Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Zacco Duo.
The C101 could have gone better. I lost to a man I've come to respect for his work, and the other, a complete clown who needs to have respect smacked into him. Funnily enough, that could apply to either madman from Flashbang, who now have claim to the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. That's right, mad boys. You beat a champion. And unlike my predecessors, this loss wasn't at the hands of some poor planning by the brass or random chance gone wrong. One of you took advantage of my anger, and the other outsmarted the official. Congratulations to you both for your ingenuity. But rather than drag this out and let you both hold that over my head, how about I prove I'm a bot of my word? I'm about rewarding hard work, giving people their dues, so I'm here to make it official. I may have lost to C101, but I am damn sure not going to lose next week. While we wait to see who takes home the gold medal, let's see if you both got what it takes to take my gold belt. Next Saturday, at the C101 Culmination, it will be a triple threat for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship between Zacco Duo, Madness, and Mad Jack. Bring every little trick in your knapsacks, have every lie ready to spill, cheat your asses off, have every weapon you've got in your arsenals on hand, because next week, I redeem myself and send you both back to Flashbang and never deal with you again.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Next week, during the C101 Culmination triple threat match, Zacco Duo will put his Multiverse Heavyweight Championship online against the Madness and the Mad Pumpkin King, Mad Jack.
Wow.
That's right. The Multiverse Heavyweight Championship could go home, could leave home, and head over to Flashbang. Speaking of which, I just want to clarify an important point from last night. Eric Erickson pointed this out. We talked to the brass, and it is official. Sam Jax did attempt to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase against Victor Vicious. But Mizuki Napier interfered before the bell could be rung. And until the bell rings, it is not an official cash-in. So, technically, Sam Jax still has his briefcase.
The briefcase stands.
Briefcase stands. So, with that, we have one last thing we have to do before, well, actually, quick social media tweet from Kelly. I keep calling this man out as much as I want, Mike. We're not. All right, but we're about to have our main event. And before we get there, let's hear from the challengers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Juan Chance.
Senor Samson, I'll be honest with you. I am not trembling with excitement. I am shaking with fear. My mind is just so lost right now. I have my thoughts of the Beowulf title, and I am afraid. I am afraid that maybe the critics are right, that I am a jobber, a loser that will always fail. I am afraid that my fans that get to see me get so close will only see me crumble and fall once again. But most of all, I am fearful for the man behind the mask. Am I worthy enough? Am I ready to stand at the top of the glorious mountain? I want to just jump out of my skin and run away. But even though I feel all this fear and doubt, I, Juan Chance, will still fight you with everything I've got. For when you are faced with mountains of fear, you step onwards with courage. I have been here long enough to climb and claw my way against my judges. I took down the High Tower with the Espada. I set my luchador wrath against the beef. And in the Iron Man match against the victimizer of the multiverse, Senor Wilson, I made the victimizer tough. Senor Samson, tonight I stand on equal footing as you. I'm either going to take the title of Big Oof, or I'm going to give you the greatest match this world has ever seen. So Multiverse, hear me now. To my critics, stay silent and watch closely. To my fans, scream out my name, for I can still hear you cheering me on. And to everyone else who is feeling afraid, who is feeling tired, who feels like in this world they have no chance, remember, there is always one. Juan Chance!
And there you have it, Juan Chance. So before we go to ringside, a couple really quick social media posts. One interestingly from Rico Rose, saying Rico is sad that for a man who calls himself free, he is still a shackle called VIP. I'm not sure who he's referring to. Clearly, Max has been emancipated. Maybe he's talking about Wilson. Don't know. Sam Jax tweeting out that talked to the brass for hours to the point the fact that the bell did not ring nor the announcer did not make it official. How my throat was parched after it was done. I mean, yeah, that's fair. And then finally, we get a tweet from Maximilian Thunder Thighs. Let's go, Juan. Max believes in you.
And he leaves VIP for 5 minutes, and he's already having delusions of grandeur.
Well, we'll have to see how that plays out. In the meantime, it's time for our main event. Let's head down to ringside.
The following is a Big Oof title match and is your main event. Introducing first. Juan Chance.
I don't understand why he got a title shot. What has he done to deserve a title shot?
Remember that the rules that govern the Big Oof Championship is that it is an open challenge. He was one of several people that accepted Raphael's open challenge, and he was the one that Raphael Samson felt was the most deserving.
should be an exception for people like Juan Chance who just he does not uphold the sanctity of this business.
You mean Juan Chance, the man who won a 60-minute Iron Man match against Wilson?
A man who did that even back then with shoddy means. You saw that match. You saw the crap he pulled.
At the time, you were talking about what a great match it was.
Well, times have changed, Jerry. All right? Times have changed, but one thing hasn't changed. I don't like Juan Chance. I never will.
Well, trending on social media, all for Juan and Juan for all. So he's got his fans.
This man could have an instant classic with a broom, and I would still think of him as the jobber he really is.
And introducing their opponent, they are the Big Oof champion, Raphael Samson.
And here he is, the Big Oof champion, getting a tweet from his friend Buck Bumble. Let's go, Raphael. You can do this, my friend.
Of course Raphael could do this. He could do this with one hand tied behind his back. He could do this with no hands. This is ridiculous. This is not a main event.
Buck Bumble, of course, solidified a friendship with Raphael after their Big Oof match, which suffered heavy interference from the Outlaws that Buck never took advantage of, showing him to be a bee of honor. And also tweeting out, Sasquatch Wing, Samson is Big Oof, Samson stay Big Oof. Juan can fight hard, fight strong, make victory for Samson greater and loss hurt less for Juan. Because it's Sasquatch Wing. He's a good bean, and he roasts a good bean.
He indeed does. I didn't have my coffee today because I ran out. And it was
That's sad.
I am sad. Today's a sad day in wrestling.
Meanwhile, as they it's time for the ritual, which is fine because that gives us a chance to have on social media Carcaradon saying, "Hey, Juan, if you win this, I believe we may get acquainted rather well in the future." I think that shows what Carcaradon is thinking his prospects might be.
Let's see how things go here.
And here he is, the Big Oof champion, Raphael Samson, holding that belt proud. He has brought honor to the Big Oof. And now it's time. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's all about. That and notice that is not a small. We had to make a big belt for Roth.
We had to make it fit the man.
So here we are.
We had to peel a lot of cows for that belt.
And with that image in our heads, let's get into the ringside. And immediately, Raphael just starts bringing it to Juan.
A military press slam into several stomps. What is Juan doing?
He's bringing it. He is doing a Hurricane Rana takedown on the big man.
Bringing what? His BS? Oh, I'll keep my frustrations to myself. Try to be impartial in this match, but it's very hard when Juan Chance is in here with a real competitor.
I mean, you got to think, what does Juan have to do? Because you do bring a great point about that huge size difference.
He has to move a mountain is what he has to do, Jerry.
I mean, how much effort is it going to take for Juan to win? But as we know, any given Saturday, someone could pull out a victory.
Well, if Juan wins, it will not be by legitimate means. I can tell you that much.
Oh, outside the ring goes Juan. Raphael Samson is one of the kindest souls you ever want to meet, but he holds nothing back in ring because to do so would be dishonorable.
I don't think the honor serves him too well, but at least he does not hold back in the ring. I can give him that.
And now, back in the ring, And he's setting up Juan for... Oh, just... Ow!
Oh.
I mean, not quite a stump puller, but still, my leg aches in sympathy. Wait,
Yeah,
oh!
no, that...
Juan reverse!
What? That is... There's no... That makes no sense. All right, Juan, reversal there, went for the drop kick, didn't quite land all of it.
Hurricanrana takedown!
Hurricanrana takedown outside the ropes is Raphael Samson, your current Big Oof champion.
I mean, Juan is just throwing himself at Raphael, which is, you know what? Maybe that's the only way you get it done.
Cannot last, though. Strategy like that, that's you got the candle burning at both ends.
I mean, fair, but how else do you take on such a task as facing Raphael Samson? Another Hurricanrana. I mean, he's going hard to that well.
Ref counting is this is standard rules match. Rules do apply to this Big Oof Championship match. Gold on the line here in our main event tonight on Multiverse Nexus Wrestling Warzone.
I mean, you're right. I mean, it's a you know, there's countouts. Everything goes by standard rules in a Big Oof match. No special stipulations were made.
If you're just joining us, folks, this cretin of a man, Juan Chance, has weaseled his way into a title shot for the Big Oof.
And now he is just going for, I mean, just throwing everything into those punches. Now, Juan following Raphael, who's down on the outside. I mean, this is a match. I mean, this is going back and forth. The real question is, can Juan keep up this pace to continue to challenge the big man?
Yeah, once Raphael regains control, it's going to be near impossible for Juan to try and turn the tide again.
I mean, you say that, and yet here we are at this moment. Okay. Oh! Impressive back kick.
Raphael still rocked. He has not gotten to his feet, so to speak.
And now is the time for Juan to press the advantage. But Juan also
of course
has
he
to...
would take advantage of a great man like that.
Okay, breaking the count. Yep, breaking the count. Going back in. He can't win the championship on a count out. So going back in the ring, breaking the count, and now bringing Raphael back in. That's ring savvy right there. You know,
usual licentious maneuvers aren't going to work here, Juan. You have to win this one legitimately.
I mean, he so far he's been doing fine. He in a great set of moves. Oh, just slamming. Like I said, he is throwing everything at Raphael. He's throwing caution to the wind. Oh,
what do you get when you throw caution to the wind like that?
I mean, it's going to be the only way I can see him doing it. But right now...
He has a high-risk, high-reward offense. He deserves no reward for his offense, for his behavior in the ring, for his behavior in his promos, trying to placate to people. He doesn't deserve any of the fans who are cheering right now.
And with that, one chance going... Oh! And now, Raphael was trying to mount a comeback and Juan, again, with those hard strikes. Right now, he's playing a precision game, which is a good strategy, but again, he is throwing all of that. He's going 110%. He is leaving it all in the ring. You're kidding me.
In a title match. No.
He just used...
Oh my God!
That was biblical proportions. He used two... Oh my God, if he had won... He used Raphael's own move against him.
That physics defying. What?
Talk about throwing it all out there. And now, but Raphael now getting into and just ricocheting off. And now going for the pin. One, two.
Not quite there. As it shouldn't be. All right, kick to the back. Now the grounded pound just absolutely driving the head of Juan Chance into the mat with those strikes, going for the pin. Deep cover, has that leg hooked properly.
Well, as we said, we asked how long could Juan keep up this pace, throwing everything at the big man, and it looks like after that it's over. I think Juan is gassed, and
he should be, as expected. Man dare call himself an athlete, let alone a wrestler.
And now being picked up. Right.
Beal by the head.
We've seen Raphael do that before, and now he's just giving praise. And now picking him up by his head again. Ow! And taking Juan outside.
Whipping him over the ropes. Back to the outside. This time, the big man in control. Big right hand. 2 big elbows.
Oh, reversal by Juan.
Was that a low blow? I couldn't tell by the camera angle.
That might have been. I'm not 100% sure. Looked like, it was an atomic drop. That could be rough on the legs no matter what.
What I tell you about a guy like Juan Chance, huh? Elbowing out.
And again, Juan, I guess, getting a second wind, and he's using that hard tactic of throwing all caution to the wind, and pays for it.
Yeah, he paid for it with those stairs straight to the gut, the steel steps digging into the abdomen of Juan Chance.
And Raphael doing as Juan did earlier, going inside the ring to break the count. Now throwing Juan out into the crowd. And now just throwing the smaller man into the ring.
Juan was coming at him with intent and purpose, and he just threw him into the ring, no regard, as a champion should.
And Raphael was going for something. Quick punch by Juan got him out of the predicament.
What did I tell you about Juan's tactics? What did I tell you?
That was that he's using very standard wrestling tactics, because it's what's happening.
That blow looked a little suspicious to me, Jerry. This ref isn't doing anything about it. A gut buster.
Now just slowing the pace of the match down, which definitely favors the champ. But Juan getting out again. Whipping him into the corner.
Into the corner. Rising knee strike there. Raphael Samson coming back with that lariat.
And
uppercut.
Kick to the head. He's still working. How the power to bring the man down. That was a lariat and a half from Raphael Samson. Arm drag takeover.
That's got to feel like a small foreign car. Just absolutely bowling you over every time that man hits him with a lariat.
And now he's giving praise.
The disrespect from Juan Chance.
And now Juan, what's he setting up for here?
Trying to tie him up in the ropes. No, sends him to the outside.
I swear this match has had... wait a minute.
Going for the tope suicida. No! He went for the dropkick, swinging through the ropes.
That was a diving dropkick. That was impressive. Again, that's how you, as when you're one size, how you take a big man down, but not after getting your back slammed into the mats like that.
It's also how you get taken down and your face pummeled on the floor.
And here you go. And he's off the steps.
His head pinging off of those steel steps once again. Surprised he's not already bleeding.
Well, it is a very tight-fitting mask. It could be acting as a Band-Aid.
That could just not be
one
at the current moment. One,
two,
no,
not even two.
I'll give Juan chance this. He definitely has more gas than I may have let on.
I'm sure he did everything to prep. I mean, he had weeks knowing he was coming to this match to prep. The C101 actually favored Juan Chance in this case, giving him time to prepare.
Oh, dragging him again, pulling at that leg. That's got. I don't know how much power Juan Chance has left.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you see that? Juan grabbed the rope.
Doesn't matter. Ref didn't see it. Doesn't matter.
Winner and still Beowulf champion, Raphael Samson.
To the deserving winner go the spoils. To the man who deserves it goes the gold. Raphael Samson retaining that Big Oof championship, sending Juan Chance packing back to the Bush League where that man belongs.
So, but it's very clear, looking at the tape, that Juan did have his hand on the rope, even though the ref didn't see it. I'm gonna have to sit, think about that for a bit. Maybe consult with Lawson on that matter.
I don't tell you how to book your shows, Jerry, but come on, Juan. Are you still considering this man for any contention for anything?
And I'll talk with Raphael Samson about it. But I mean, it was a hell of a match. The kid did great, and I mean, he did in the end have that rope grab. So, meanwhile, a lot of interesting mentions on social media.
Yeah, we don't have to read any of those.
First off, you have McMorgan going, "You certainly like to do nothing but run your mouth, Montoya. Perhaps I need to drag you down to the main floor and see if you can do any better than Juan." We've got, I'll be having that training session before the next pay-per-view with Michael. Maybe we'll do that at the pay-per-view. Give you a specific, we'll be announcing our next pay-per-view after C101, by the way, folks. So you might want to stay tuned.
I'm a commentator and a journalist, Jerry. I don't understand why the locker room bullies me.
And then, of course, Travis A. Carey, Maximilian Thunder Guys tweeting out the fans cheering, "Take a hike, Mike, clap, 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 clap." Okay?
Yeah, just go ahead and keep leading your slanderous cheers. Yeah, go ahead.
And then we have tweeting out the Buck Bumble. "Well, I'm happy that Raphael won. Are we sure this ref had not been paid?" I mean, who would have paid him off for that? I mean, we did have the issue last week with the same ref and what happened with Zacho Duo's match. And then, of course, not having anything to do with that match, a tweet from R. Sawyer. "Stuck at roadside, transformation cog, stopped working on Malice, fixing it, watching the match in the meantime. Go Juan." Well, this is interesting. So let's go look at a few things. So next week at the C101, let's first off, here's a big announcement, folks. Calling it right here, letting you know for the first time. I had a discussion with Mr. Lawson earlier today after the events last night. There will be a World Heavyweight Championship match at the C101 Culmination. Victor Vicious will face #1 contender Mizuki Napier. Calling it here. That's what's going to be happening at the Culmination. Plus, as was announced earlier this evening, we have another great matchup that'll be taking place. That, of course, is going to be a match featuring our Multiverse heavyweight champion, the one and only Zacho Duo, facing off against Mad Jack and the Madness for the Multiverse heavyweight championship.
What a triple threat that's gotta be.
And of course, as you already know, in our main event next week at the C101 Culmination, Ginger Boy versus Jack Abbott for the C101 crown. It's going to be crazy next week. And
Crown
we
of
will
England
be
versus
joined.
the Crown of Wales. That's a tale as old as time.
Yep, and we will be joined on commentary next week by our good friend, Eric Generikson. And the rest of the card, let's just say it will be a mix of Warzone and Flashbang wrestlers who participated in the C101. I highly recommend you tune in next week, 1 p.m. Pacific time, right here for the Culmination. Meanwhile, Jack Andrews tweeting out, "Get ready, I'm bringing something you've never seen from the Black Prince." Oh dear God, I mean, God have mercy on your souls. And of course, tweeting out our own colleague, Joe Mojo. Come on, Michael, it could be a mess of fun. A first-hand experience to go a long way to furthering your commentary. I'm going to release you from your
that. I guess.
Don't worry, it's fine. You have until March. You'll be fine. With that, we are well out of time, folks. So for Pete McPherson and Michael Montoya, I'm Jerry Aldini. See you all next week for the Culmination.
Buenos noches.
Viewers, hear the roar of Sasquatch Wing. One half of O-Rods. Want more Multiverse Nexus Wrestling? Want more Raphael, Samson, and Sasquatch Wing? Want more All-Odds? Then look below video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell and squared, and watch more of MNW on this channel.